is. And welcome to the first ever driving by brought to you by the Drive By podcast. I'm taking you down to see that house that I think was on Grand Designs.
Was it really on Grand Designs?
Yeah, I think they ran out of money, like they always do.
No.
Grand Designs. Yeah.
They always run out of money. They say we're going to make this out of the most amazing materials. Spend all our money on...
I swear this is... I wonder if we can...
Really? Spend all our money on an extremely expensive tap.
Oh no, that's not it.
That's not it. That's just a
That's
massive
just a house.
It's just a massive manor house with an old school bus outside.
Is that an old school bus? Oh, look at that convertible smart 442. That's just a big house, but I swear it was here. Aha. I think this might be it. There you go. There.
No way.
I swear that was on. Or maybe not.
I thought on Grand Designs you meant to have interesting houses. That just looks like a normal...
It's a bit of a patchwork of red brick and white brick and...
Maybe the space... What are those bricks called, the grey ones? Block savers or whatever they are.
They're just breeze blocks.
Breeze blocks, that's it. Maybe they're part of the actual exterior.
Possibly. Oh, there's a man with a thing. Whoa.
What is it about this bloody car? To put any funny way...
I think it's just me driving like a penis.
As always. Yeah, that house there wasn't... Yeah. As we were saying about Grand Design,
anyway, sorry, hang on, we haven't even told them what we're in. We're in the Jaguar F-Pace SVR.
Straight and to the point there, Charles.
Yep, absolutely. And stick around to the end of the video. Donuts in the F-Pace SVR. Donuts.
That should be good fun, that should. That should look pretty tasty.
So, where the hell are we? Oh, we want to get back on the...
We're on to the A47 now.
Onto the A47 and...
A47 Eastwood.
And then the other way.
You know I have absolutely no idea where we're going, don't you? You can wait there, Mr. Man. He's letting you through. Yeah, we're in the F-Pace SVR. What? This isn't a Jag, is it? What do you think constitutes a Jag?
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, well, no, it's funny you should say that because I reserve... This is a Jaguar.
Yeah, this is a Jaguar.
In my opinion.
All post-2010 Jaguars are Jaguars, apart from the XJ, I think.
Look at that. That's a motorhome towing a Bath, a Bath convertible.
Oh, amazing! It's not actually a smart car or something. It's actually an interesting car.
That's quite tasteful. I can appreciate that.
They definitely just left their house in the Cotswolds to come up here for the weekend.
Yes.
In their caravan.
Not sure. Dalesford person.
Oh, people who go to Dalesford love a caravan, don't they?
No. They love a Range Rover.
They do love a that one. There we go. Speak of the devil.
He's coming.
He looked like a typical Range Rover driver.
I think that is a Mr. Nigel Dalesford himself.
Yeah, it was.
Nigel Dalesford. Yes. No. Back to what we were saying before we got interrupted by
Dalesford.
Dalesford and people.
Yeah, Jaguars. I don't think Jaguar make any Jags anymore.
Well, like I was in the old XJ the other day.
Charles, we're getting distracted by all these.
Oh, look at that, a TR4. I love a nice proper metal GB on the car, not a sticker. That is
he goes
tasty.
Touring. He's had that since new.
He looks like a TR4. No, he's not had that.
He's had that since new.
No.
The old girl has lived with him all his life.
What, the wife sitting next to him?
Exactly.
The long-suffering wife who has had to endure the relationship between
his pub chat. His pub chat when they go together.
He loves a pale. He loves a nice ale, doesn't he? A nice.
Not a pale ale. That's a bitter.
Not a pale ale. He likes a bitter.
He's dark
bitter drinker. Like a what are they called? Speckled hen. Was it speckled hen?
Speckled hen, yeah.
Speckled hen. He likes a pint of
Timothy Taylor's.
Timothy Taylor's speckled hen.
Yeah, that's what he drinks.
I can't think of any others.
I think he actually bleeds it as well. Bleed ale. Anyone who does tinkering bleeds John Smith's.
No, he likes that car. That is a car that he's got out every weekend and polished meticulously, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wherever it is now. I like this car. I was in that XJ the other day.
That is a Jag.
That is a Jag.
That is a Jag.
That's with many A's. Trains down there.
Yeah. You should get a number plate made specifically just for that car.
Yeah.
So
J.
Because it has massive rims on it.
Please don't say rims. I hate the term rims. It's got rims are reserved for people who refer to who talk about Range Rovers in rap songs. It's got the 20-twitch rims. It's got brup.
Why are you not an artist?
What,
a rapper?
A rap artist.
MC Sturge.
That's terrible. No, but I was. Shut up! I was in this. I was in this XJ, and I was going down a country lane, and a car came the other way, and I was like, no, it was a van. And I was like, I've got to go off. I've got to go off the road.
Yeah.
And it was such an arseache to get it off the road, and just and it's got mud flaps on it, and I go, oh, am I going to tear something off it, and this is a big, and is there a big dip, is there a drain, or something like that. So I can see the point of crossovers like this, especially if they're interesting and they've got a V8 in them, something like a Macan. I don't think the Macan looks all that.
It's not as exciting as this, or interesting,
or a DBX or something. I can see the point of that, or a BMW for.
I don't know why Autocar called DBX a game-changer car.
Well, it could be a game-changer for them. But, hang on. You're in this car.
Yeah.
If you've got a 4x4 like this, it comes with the promise that when you are on the country lane and you come up against me in my XJ or my older car or just a lower car, if I'm in an MX-5, you have to get off the road. I can't bear it when you come up against someone and they won't put their 4x4, anything, even if it's just a bit high, if it's like that Grandland X thing, Crossland X thing we saw a minute ago. If it looks...
Research flat earth.
I know, that all down the A1, it's all just flat earthers have gone down.
That is classic Lincolnshire, isn't it?
No, it goes from... Seriously, I've driven from Scotland down, and then so when I went to Scotland and came back,
they're attracting a big market.
And when I went down to London on the A1, every 15 miles, something about flat earth. I bet you this bridge will have it on too.
Flat earth.
So yes, you have to get off the side of the road if you're in a taller car. And I can't bear it, and it'll always be an X3, an X5 in white.
Oh yeah.
She just sort of, and I say she, but it can be a bloke too. But more often they won't get off the road.
No, I think I agree with you there. They're very boring. That's why you have to make the adverts so interesting off-roady, don't they? Crossover cars like that.
Well, yes, but they only show you doing soft roading. That's all you see.
Do you actually know where we're going?
Yes, sort of. A bit. I think.
There's a taxi there, and look what the car it is.
It's a Skoda Octavia. I thought it was a Superb for a minute then, but then they do.
You would have been not a bad mistake.
No, it wouldn't have been a bad shout to say either of those. Oh, damn! I wasn't supposed to go down there. Knackers. Let's go this way now. Switch around.
I have no idea where we're going.
Well, you see, we'll be.
You're learning some new things today.
I will level with you slightly. I kind of don't know where we're going. Anyway, let's just go.
No idea where we're going, do you?
We're driving by.
We are driving by Peterborough. That's what we're doing. Should we have a new location every week? Well, not every week, whenever we can.
Wherever we are, we do a video.
Drive by on tour.
Driving by Milton Keynes.
The excitement you know you need.
Driving by Milton Keynes. Or actually, no, we could do a tour of the Garden Cities. Milton Keynes, Welwyn Garden City. I think those are the only two, were there? I feel like there's a third Garden City. Have a Google. Will you Google it for me? Because that's going to irritate me. Can you tell me
what the Garden
Cities are?
Does that make London a sort of a garden city because it's got a massive green belt around it?
No, these were cities that were built. Oh, hang on, you've got to have a look at this. You know you're going to look at an ST.
Oh yeah. Shall I buy this one?
No, you've got to get a look at this one.
Gold rims.
Why is he driving so slowly? See if you can grab a quick video of it so we can put it on the driving by. No, just quietly. Just quietly. He's talking. He's got a vest on.
He's got a voodoo doll on the side.
Oh, we've got to get alongside. Wow, that is. I think the word for that is
gaudy.
I think it is a bit gaudy.
Pointless as well.
Pointless. Oh, look at that! Mark II. Or is that a Mark 1? I think that was a Mark II.
I don't know why. I don't see the point of pimping up Fiestas.
Is it even a Larry Fiesta?
It's a proper ST. But he's put an exhaust on that should be on like the back of a Viper.
What, the quad exhaust?
He's put fake adverts things.
No, I think they're legitimate. But they've always got some sort of
aftermarket Fiesta part makers. What they all are.
But if you look at these cars, these stance cars, they're like either JDM, Japanese domestic market, or stuff like that, and they tend to all have some sort of club on them.
Yeah, they do.
So it's like.
Do you remember that Abarth we saw last week? And the Abarth Owners Club.
Yeah, well, I think the Owners Club things are all right, but stuff like you have things like that say Dirty Diesel on them, or
cycling clubs.
Reading Slammers. Or actually, that just sounds terrible, doesn't it? What other ones? What low riding sports car
Civics?
Can you think of? Civics. Yeah, no, but what do you call them? The
Slammers. They're the revvers. The revvers.
Yes, I know, but it's got to be slightly double entendre. So it's got to be the
Milton Keynes. Kias. Kias.
What, as in people who keen cars, or people who?
I guess we'll never know.
Or people who own?
Only the members of the club.
Stingers.
Stingers.
Good name for a car, that.
Not a bad looking car, but would you have one?
Do you know what? I might. But
yeah, but then when everyone asks you what do you drive,
you got to say a Kia. A Kia. Oh, but hang on a minute. It's the Sporty V6 one. Before you say that I'm driving a.
Yeah, but that's what. But you have to follow up what car you have.
Yes, with which is.
I have a Kia, but don't worry, it's a sporty one.
Yeah, it's one with V6, but it is quite heavy.
Yeah.
As it's made of steel or lead.
Rhodium. Yeah.
I like seeing cranes, especially in London, because it means things are happening. It means people are bankrupting themselves building. It's like Grand Designs. I saw Polestar 2 being loaded up onto.
Oh, I remember you sent me some photos. Yes.
Transport.
They are such Grand Design cars, aren't they?
Well, we said they're the automotive equivalent of Grand Design.
I bet Kevin McLeod has one. What car do you reckon Kevin McLeod actually has?
I
Tesla
reckon,
Model X.
No, that's too brash for Kevin.
Think?
It needs to be subtle. I bet he's got one
Definitely
of the last Saabs.
That's not a bad shout. Actually.
I reckon he's got.
He does come across as a Saab driver.
I'd say he's got something sporty tucked away in a garage.
But an old sporty car.
I reckon he's got a
F355.
No. He might have a 911. I can see him having a 911 of some description.
A Targa as well, because they're a little bit more interesting. No, he does have a Targa.
He's got a 2009.
No, he's got an earlier one.
Carrera S.
No.
Come on.
No, I think he's got a Targa.
Do you think he's got an earlier one than that?
I think he's got a Targa.
I definitely reckon he's got a Porsche of some description.
Look at that.
He's not got a camouflaged Harley. That's not what he's got.
That would go on Grand Designs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jesus Christ. No, but then Polestar is just a pure Grand Designs car. I bet whenever you open the door, it goes.
Oh, the theme tune.
And then when you close it.
Do you think?
And Kevin McLeod is on the sat nav.
Yes.
Turn right.
I can't do a Kevin McLeod.
You can hear it in your head, can't you?
Yes, he hasn't got a very distinctive voice. But we've come to see Scott and Angela, who are planning to build a house entirely of scaffolding
for £20,000.
For £20,000. And then you come back 6 months later and they go, we've come back to check on Scott and Angela, and we've found that the build has not been completed.
Because they've spent £10,000 on their kitchen tap.
No, it's because they've been sectioned under the Mental Health Act for trying to build a house entirely out of scaffolding, which is ludicrous.
Yeah, it is. You see this one as well. We've got a budget. They want to make a 6-bedroom mansion for 200 grand.
Yeah.
And they come back and say, how much have you spent? We've gone a little bit over the budget.
Oh really? What sort of figure are we talking about?
A bit over. Then Kevin McLeod always does some digging, doesn't he? He always does some digging. Yeah, but how much? How much?
Oh really?
£800,000
Yeah,
more.
but then you say he does some digging, but then he will also do some digging. You'll always see it for 5 minutes, maybe cumulatively in the programme. He's actually putting some stones somewhere. He's actually putting, or he's laid a couple of bricks just to show that he knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
What is Kevin McLeod's background? Is he an architect?
I don't know. Just have a Google.
Find out.
Kevin McLeod.
What Kevin McLeod? It'll just come up with he's a television presenter. I bet he's an incredibly nice man. He does seem like a.
He's very smiley.
He's a genuinely
He's got a very
nice bloke.
happy face. British designer, writer, and television presenter. So he's a designer, yeah. 61.
Is he?
Yeah. What year did Grand Design start? That's a bit trivia.
1999.
How did you know that?
Because I got
you got so engrossed in it.
I got sucked into a Grand Design's hole on Catch Up TV.
Did you?
And they've got them all on all four. They've got them all on all four.
Have they?
The thing. So I just sat and I watched 4.
They're very easy watching as well, aren't they?
And we just sat and watched 4 of them.
Did you watch it in bed as well?
No, we didn't. We watched it on the sofa, eating
Domino's
quavers, a jumbo pack of quavers, and
eating
just sat there watching
with the missus. I can't believe you skipped through all your 20s and gone straight to your mid-30s saying, we should do a house like that. S4.
Yes, I watched some
Opinion
of them.
On the S4.
Is that
a point?
That's
Or
a
he's
V6.
having a cigarette. He's
got a tab on the go.
Smoking a durry in the
that's
car.
a menthol as well, because it's got.
No, you can't buy menthols. Oh, yeah, he doesn't care, though, does he?
Oh, yeah, you can't get menthols.
He'll bring his mate from abroad.
Yes, yeah, they do. I bet you they've been brought back from
Iran.
Why Iran? I was offered some cigarettes from Zambia.
Were you?
I didn't have them.
Ooh, wide lorry.
It's a big lorry. Why? We need to find somewhere a little more picturesque, if I'm honest, because I'm not all that happy about where we currently are.
Look at him. He's having a great time. Slammed Peugeot 406.
Was that what it was? I didn't quite see.
I actually don't know any of the numbers me on the Peugeot, to be honest with you. Where are we going?
We're trying to find somewhere. We're going to a special place. Just bear with me.
You're taking me to a special place.
I'm taking you to your.
He was a typical Peugeot estate, old Peugeot estate, aftermarket rims.
That's old.
On.
That was an old.
I never found your market city, did I? Garden City.
Yes. What are the garden cities of the UK? Is it 2? I swear there's another one.
Letchworth.
Letchworth is a garden city.
Welwyn, Garden City, and Stevenage.
Stevenage. That's what I thought it might be.
Home of Lewis Hamilton.
It's warm today, isn't it? It's 27 degrees. Absolutely lovely. Which is why I've put a rather unflattering t-shirt on. Which I thought I looked fine when I fell out the house this morning.
You look fine in one of those funky mirrors.
Nice early MX-5.
Slammed it as well. He's part of the owners club. Maybe he's got his own little group.
I think
Mazda Mixers.
I bet he does.
I think the caravanning one is called the Caravanning Swingers. Caravanning Swingers.
Caravanning Swingers. I think it's time to sneak off and do donuts.
Do you think?
In the
I hope there's a place around here where we can do donuts.
We'll find something. Okay, so we will be back momentarily when I snip my fingers. I'll tell you something. Donuts in the F-base is a very good idea.
Very good idea. No one's ever thought this before, have they?
And for those of you who clicked on it expecting us to do donuts, we're silly because it's an all-wheel drive car. And it would just just be rather. Oh no,
My donut's spilling everywhere.
it's just a bit silly to do that. Highly underrated, and they do a lot.
I can't believe they must sell that many donuts to that place to keep going.
Well, look at the vans, millions of them. But you see, this place would. This amount's the little ones you get in Tesco, won't you?
What's the fear you get?
Ow, bugger.
Oh.
Ow, that's hot.
What's the fear when you can't stand the noise of people eating? It's a genuine fear.
You just licked your donut.
It's awful. It's like when you have an ice cream, it starts melting on the cone.
So
What's that for? Oh my god, Charles.
You say, oh, it's a dessert. Oh, that's not gone well at all. I need the stickiest. I'm going to. Which one do you want the chocolate custard one?
I don't want it. I don't actually know what any of them mean.
Well, this is marvellous one.
I'm going to go for a.
Good job we didn't have any breakfast or lunch today.
Not having any supper tonight either.
So we're offsetting. I haven't actually been around the drive-through. I assume I always end up with more than one.
These are my favourite ones, I think, you know. Call me boring, but I am pretty old school.
Oh, it's a caramel glaze. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a regular glaze.
I've not got the...
Marvellous. There's just a lot of people in cars parked outside here shamefully eating donuts. Oh, God.
Why not?
I've got sugar all down the thing. Oh, no. Quick.
These donuts have made a mess.
I'm going to turn the camera off while we continue to gorge.
Any more?
Yeah, I'm going to have another one. Right.
I've had 3. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for joining us on the first ever driving by
Peterborough.
There's a man.
Mr. Man on a moped.
There's a man on a moped.
And an insignia.
There's an insignia. Right.
Thank you very much for watching our first driving by. Apologies, it was driving by Peterborough.
Yes, driving by. Next time we'll pick somewhere a little more picturesque.
We'll go to Welling.
I think we should do a tour of the Garden Cities. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Tune in next time for we'll do another one of these. Check out the podcast if you haven't
Episode
already.
9 is in the works.
Episode 9 will be out shortly. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Drive By Podcast, myself at Charlie Drives with an underscore in the middle. And thank you very much, and we will see you all again very soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I know we've just said goodbye,
But
we're at a McDonald's now because we're so fat. We are. You do
we
see
can't
some,
take photos of this, but coming to McDonald's car parks, you do see some absolute specimens of life, don't you? Right in front of us, we've got a completely slammed Focus. Is it a Focus? That isn't an ST.
57 plate Focus.
That
Bright orange.
It wasn't an ST to start with, was it? Or an RS?
You know the Monster Energy things where they put them on the car and it has like gash marks with the M coming through it. Looks like that, but all over the car.
And the two blokes in it
that
are full Focus ST drivers. Yeah, to the left of that is a Range Rover in green, no privacy glass. Yeah, Range Rover Sport with British Racing green, no privacy glass.
The Bogo, the standard wheels on it.
In full Salcombe spec.
It is in proper Salcombe spec. The man behind he's got like a, what are they called? What's
Desert
that?
shirts.
No, Weird Fish. That's a weird fish shirt.
Weird Fish shirt.
With a pair of khaki shorts on.
And boat shoes.
But the great thing about that is it's got the roof box on it.
Yeah, I wonder what it's full of.
I have no idea.
It's rubber kayaks.
Oh wow, there you go. Oh no, it is an ST. No, it was an ST.
No, it was made to look like an ST. Look at the front of it. The front of it wasn't an ST.
It didn't look quite right. But the great thing about that is, have you seen the map? It's got a 2015 really tatty old road map in it. But why would you do that? Because the system,
the sat nav isn't bad in those things.
No, they're not. They're very good indeed. Yeah. But also scuffed the underplate
quite badly. I wonder how he did that. That must be when he tried to launch his boat at the.
Yes, he's hit that.
He's hit the trailer on the way back up. Anyway, that was just a very short, quick update of where we are.
We'll leave you be now.
Because we thought it was too good to.
I just thought it was too. Those gentlemen in that Focus were quite large.
Quite large. We'll be like that one day.
Well, if we carry on like
we are, we carry on doing drive-by.
Exactly. Yeah. No more driving through by.
Anyway, this is the second goodbye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.